Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss some additional numerical on kinetic of rectilinear motion while using Newton's second law of motion. So, in this numerical, an elevator being lowered into a mine shaft start from the rest and attain a speed of 10 meter per second within a distance of 15 meter. Full stop. The elevator alone has a mass of 15 kg and it carries a box of 600 kg in it. Find the total tension. Sorry, here is total tension. Total tension in the cable supporting the elevator during this accelerated motion. Also, they have asked find the total pressure between the box and floor of the elevator. Means initially you have to calculate the tension in the cable, and secondly you have to calculate the total pressure between box and floor. That total pressure is nothing but the normal reaction. So we initially we collect the given data. You have given a shaft start from rest, means initial velocity is 0 and attain a speed of 10 meter per second, means final velocity is nothing but the 10 meter per second. Also you have given the displacement within a distance of 15 meters, so yes value you have given. From that I am going to calculate the acceleration with which the elevator being lowered. So by using the equation of motion v square equal to u square plus twice as and putting all the value, I will get the acceleration as a 3.33 meter per second square. Now I am drawing the free body diagram for the elevator which show the mass of the elevator plus the weight of the box. So that's why means in the elevator there is a box which has a weight of 600. So I'm considering the total elevator with the weight of the box. So the elevator is connected by a cable, so there will be a tension in the cable. Motion, if I see the motion takes place in downward direction as it is being lowered. So motion equal to 50 plus 600 into a. Now the weight of the total with box, weight of the box is nothing but the 500 plus 600 into 9.81. Now I have drawn the free body diagram. Now I am going to apply the Newton's second law of motion in the y direction. So upward positive, downward negative. Summation of is nothing but the summation of forces in y direction considering the sign convention. So upward t minus downward 500 plus 600 1100 into 9.81 equal to m into ay. All the term in the direction of motion I am considering as a positive. So m is nothing but the 1100 into 3.333. So I will get the t value as 7124.7 Newton. Now in the second case I have to calculate the total pressure between the box and floor of the elevator, means I have to calculate the normal reaction value. So now I am considering the elevator. So in that elevator I have put the box here. So the weight of the elevator will act in the downward direction. As there is a box, the box will give, the elevator will give the normal reaction to the box, that is nothing but the n1. Also as motion of the elevator is taking in downward direction, but every body has a tendency to maintain its state of rate or uniform motion, that is nothing but the inertia force. So inertia force is nothing but the mass into acceleration. So there will be inertia force will act on the elevator, that is nothing but the mass of the elevator into acceleration, and motion is taking in downward direction, means so inertia force is always act to the opposite to the motion, so that is why I have shown it by 600 into a. So in this case I am not considering the motion of the elevator with consideration of the cable. Here I am just showing the reaction between the here between the elevator and the box. So I have to calculate the normal reaction that is given by elevator to the that box inside, that I have to calculate. So as the acceleration of the box with respect to lift, if I consider the acceleration of the block with respect to lift is 0, because both are moving with same acceleration, means with respect to each other there will be a 0 acceleration. So now I am applying summation Fy equal to 0 in vertical direction. So considering upward positive, downward negative, n1 upward plus 600 into a is nothing but the inertia force here, minus 600 into 9.81 equal to 0. So I will get the n1 equal to 3886.2. This is nothing but the total pressure between the box and floor of the elevator. So in this numerical, two masses are connected by a string as shown in figure, neglecting inertia and friction of the both pulley. So I am neglecting inertia of the and friction of the pulley here. Calculate the acceleration A1 of 150 kg block when system is released from the rest. If a force of 200 into 9.81 is applied in the place of 200 kg block, what will be the acceleration of the 150 kg, and comment on the result. So initially you have given the diagram like this. As the weight of the 200 kg is more as compared to the weight of 150 kg, the block A will move in downward direction. So as this 200 kg block move in downward direction, as they are connected by a string, the 150 kg will move in upward direction. So similarly means how much it will move in downward direction, the same amount it will move in upward direction, means the acceleration of the 200 kg is in downward direction while the acceleration of this 150 kg in upward direction. So I am considering let the acceleration of 200 kg block, I am considering it as A1 and it is moving in downward direction as it has a weight greater than 150 kg. Similar way, the acceleration of the 150 kg block will be in upward direction, that is A1. Now these two blocks are connected by a string, so let T be the tension in the string. Now I am showing the free body diagram. So as the 200 kg block will move in downward direction, so this is the block, its self weight, that is self weight of the block 200 kg into 9.81, then it is connected by a cable string, so there will be a tension, so I have shown it by T. The same amount of tension will develop in the another block, so we will see later. First I am showing the free body diagram for 200 kg Newton. Now the motion m into A1, so m is nothing but 200 into A1, it is in downward direction. Now I come to the block 150 kg, so its weight 150 into 9.81 will act in downward direction. Again it is connected by a string, so it will be in tension. Motion of the 150 kg block will be in upward direction as it is 200 move downward, so 150 kg move upward, so 150 into A1. Now initially I am applying for 150 kg summation Fy equal to, as motion in vertical direction, here is in vertically downward direction, here in vertically upward direction. So initially I am applying for the 150 kg summation Fy equal to m/ay. So T upward positive means summation of forces in vertical direction with sign convention, T upward positive 150 into 9.81 equal to 150 into A1. That is one equation I have got. Now for 200 kg block, T is upward, 200 into 9.81 downward, so minus equal to, it is in downward direction, so minus 200 into A1. This is equation 1. Now I am solving 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2, after solving it simultaneously, I will get A1 as 1.401 meter per second square and tension in the string as a 1618.8 Newton. So this is how I calculated tension and acceleration A1. Now in this question they have asked you, suppose I am if a force of 200 into 9.81 is applied instead of 200 kg, then what will be the acceleration of 150 kg? See, if you see here, if I am removing this force, so I 200 into 9.2 will be the same tension will develop in the system. So T equal to 200 into 9.81. This T value I am putting in the this equation 1, T equal to 200 into 9.81. So I will get the acceleration as 3.2 meter per second square in upward direction. Now when the block is attached, tension is less than the weight due to inertia of the block. Hence, if a force of 200 into 9.81 is applied instead of block B, we will get more acceleration because the acceleration value is goes on increasing. If we see, initially I have got A1 as a 1.401 meter per second. Now in second term I am replacing this 150 into 9.81 by 200 into 9.81. So I will get acceleration as A1 as a 3.2 meter per second. So from the given I can, from the value I have calculated here acceleration, I can say that if we apply a force of 200 into 9.81 instead of block B, we get the more acceleration. Now we are going to deal with the next numerical on kinetic of rectilinear motion by Newton's second law of motion. So in this case, determine the apparent weight of a 70 kg man in an elevator when it accelerates when then the acceleration of the elevator is 0, acceleration is 2 meter per second square upward and 2 meter per second square downward. So initially here apparent weight is nothing but a normal reaction. So when there is a acceleration of the elevator is 0, there is a no inertia force due to the motion of the elevator on the man. So when there is a acceleration of elevator is 0, there is a no inertia force due to the motion of elevator on the man. So free body diagram of the man will become, the elevator will give normal reaction n1 and the weight of the man will act in a downward. So I will get the apparent weight, that is a normal reaction value. I am applying summation of y, so I will get summation of y equal to 0. I am applying here, so n1 upward, so positive, minus weight of the man downward, so minus here equal to 0. So I will get n as a m into g. M you have given 70, g is 9.81, so you will get the apparent weight when acceleration is 0, that is 686.7 Newton. Now the lift is going to accelerate. So initially, so in the second condition, when lift accelerate upward, the inertia force, as we know, whenever body is at rest, now it is accelerating in upward direction. So inertia force definitely it will act in a downward direction. So here I am showing the man whose self weight will act vertically downward. Now body is moving in upward direction, so inertia force, this is not a motion, inertia force will act in opposite to the motion, it will opposite to the motion. Now the elevator will give the reaction to the man will be n3. Now I am applying summation of y equal to 0, so upward positive, downward negative, so I will get n2 value as mg plus ma. So 70 into 9.81 plus 70 into 2, So I will get this n2 value as 8 to 6.7 Newton. In third condition, when lift accelerates downward, the inertia force lift is moving in downward, so the man inside the lift will oppose to the motion because of the inertia force, so it will oppose in upward direction to the motion. So man weight downward, inertia force, as it is moving in downward, inertia force will act in upward direction. Also, as it is resting on the surface of the elevator or lift, so it will give normal reaction, that is n3. Now weight of the man downward minus n3 upward positive, ma upward positive equal to 0, as I am applying summation fy equal to 0. Now I am calculating the n3 value, so 70 into 9.81 minus 70 into 2, that is the acceleration, which is nothing but 2 meter per second you have given. So I will get the n3 value as 54.67 Newton. Now we are going to discuss the next numerical of the kinetic of rectilinear motion by applying Newton's second law of motion. So you have given the block A has a weight of 300 Newton and block B has a weight of 50 Newton. Full stop. Determine the distance block A must be descend, means from the rest before it attains a speed of 2.5 meter per second. Full stop. Neglect the mass of the pulley and cord. So you have given the connection like this here, that is block A and block B are connected passing over pulley connected by cord. So this means if this block A will move in downward direction, this block, as block A has a weight of 300 Newton while block B has a weight of 50 Newton, means block A move downward, the block B will move upward, means the motion of the A and B are depend on each other. So this is a numerical of dependent motion. So in dependent motion, what will happen? The block A will move downward, the same amount will the block B will move upward, as they are connected with the cord and passing over the pulley. So means the total length, means total displacement will remain the same. So here I have shown the diagram for the XA and SB. So this is a XA, distance traveled by block A. So same, this will be a XB, this will also become XA. This is a reference line. So in this dependent motion, what happened? The total length of the cord, yeah, cable or string will remain constant. So suppose I am considering this as a reference point. So this will become the length of the cord for the block A. Also this will become the length of the cord for the block A. And I am considering from this reference like this as a length of the cord for block B. So this total addition of this all the length will remain constant in case of a dependent motion. So that's why I have writing here 2 times XA, means I have considering the length of the XA from this to this center, also from this to up to this point. So it is the 2XA, and the length of the XB as a from center of this to the up to block B. So this is nothing but the XB. This total length of the cable remain constant. So I have written twice XA plus XB equal to L. L is nothing but the total length of the cord which is remain constant, because the motion is dependent. One will move downward, to other will move upward, another one will move upward, to the other will move downward. But the total length will remain the constant here. So that is why I have written twice XA plus XB equal to L. Now this is the displacement, so I am differentiating it twice with respect to time so that I can get the acceleration, and this L is a constant length, as it is remain constant. So this differentiation, constant differentiation 0, this XA become twice AA plus this XB become twice, sorry, this will become AB. So I have written twice AA plus AB equal to 0. Now I want to calculate here acceleration. If I know the one's acceleration, other I can definitely find out. So I am considering let a equal to 2a, and the motion of the block B, because A has a more weight, so A will move in downward, so this B will move in upward direction. So I am considering acceleration of AB as a 2A. I am considering it, I am assuming it, so 2A. So I am putting this 2A here, so I will get the acceleration of A minus means it is in downward direction, as it move in downward direction. So I have shown free body diagram here for the both the block A and B. So weight of the block 300 vertically it will act. Also now it is connected by a cord here. If you see here cord, so it will be in tension. The same tension will generate in whole cord. So here will be T, here will be T, here will be T. Now this block B will get, here will develop a tension of 2T, because T acting here, so it will be total 2T. And weight of the block A will act downward, because it has weight always act in vertical downward direction, so 300, and I have shown here 2T. Now the motion of the block A, as weight is more in downward direction, so 300 you have given the Newton, so I am dividing it by 9.81. 300 divided by 9.81 A. This is for the free body diagram for the block A. Now block B, it is connected by one cord only, so there will be a tension T. Block B, weight 50 Newton. Motion, as A move downward, this block B will move upward, so 50 divided by 9.81 into acceleration. Acceleration I have already 2a, so I am multiplying it by 2a. Now again I am applying the summation Fy, means Newton's second law of motion in y direction for A. So I will get 2t upward minus 300 equal to minus 300 A divided by 9.2. For block B, T upward 50 Newton downward, so upward positive, downward negative, equal to 50 divided by 9.81 into 2a. So from 1 and 2, after simplifying, means if I solve this equation simultaneously, this is a 2a, so I solve 1 and 2, this is 1, this is 2. If I solve this 1 and 2 equation, I will get A as a 3.924 meter per second square, and so I will get A as a 3.924, but A is nothing but for object it is minus, so minus 3.924, so I can write it as a plus. I can show direction, minus means in downward direction. Now what they have asked in the question, they have asked you determine the distance block A, means must be descend, means it will move in downward direction from the rest before it attain a speed of 2.5 meter per second. It start from the rest, means initial velocity 0, final velocity 2.5 meter per second. You know the acceleration of the A, which you have calculated, that is 3.924 meter per second square. So I am using the equation v square equal to u square plus twice as. So v square is nothing but the 2.5 square, u initial velocity 0, 2 into 3.924 into sa. So you will get the displacement as a 0.796 meter, but the block A is moving downward direction, so this will be a, I am showing arrow, means the displacement is in downward direction.